You always get what you focus on, and you always get what you feel. In this very short audio, I'm going to show you 6 basic steps to get you mentally ready for anything. So first, step number 1. Let's work out, what is your outcome? What specifically do you want to achieve? So make sure you state it positively, and also make sure you state it as if you've already achieved it. It could be as simple as, I've played an outstanding game of football, or I have run 4-minute Ks, or I spoke confidently and calmly. Whatever it is, just keep it really simple, keep it short, keep it to the point, make sure it's positive, and state it as if you've already got it. So step number 2 is all about the last step. What is the last step that lets you know that you've achieved this thing that you want to achieve, this outcome? What's the last step? So for some, the last step is different for others. So let's say, for example, what is the last step that lets you know that you've played a good game of football? It could be seeing the smile on your coach's face, or just giving your mates a high five, or just walking off proudly, or sitting down in the change rooms and just seeing yourself feeling fatigued, but yet feeling really accomplished because you played a good game of football. Whatever it might be, what's the last step that lets you know that you've achieved this outcome or this goal? And now the third step is all about creating the picture. And now I know that some of us aren't great with imagination and creating pictures, but we all have an imagination. So if you can't create a picture, do the best with the subsequent steps that I share with you. So firstly, create the picture if you can. So what does it look like? What do you see that represents that very last step inside your mind? Write it down. Secondly, create the sounds. What will you hear, or what are you hearing that lets you know that you have achieved this outcome? Write it down. And thirdly, create the feelings. What do you feel that lets you know that you've got this outcome? And where do you feel it? Where in your body do you feel it that lets you know that you've got this outcome? How does it really make you feel? Really, really important that you connect with the feelings. Write it down. So assuming now, step number 4, that you've got the picture. You've got the picture with maybe some sounds and now maybe some feelings. So what I want you to do is bring that picture up. Just make sure you can get that picture inside your mind, and make sure you can see yourself in the picture. And now just park the picture just for a few moments. Just put it aside. Now sitting upright, mouth closed, breathing in and out through your nostrils in slow, rhythmic breaths for the next few minutes. Just focus on the breathing, on the air coming in and out of your nostrils. What we're doing here is creating a state of relaxation. As we know, when we're in a relaxed, positive state, we're more inclined to attract the things, this outcome, this one thing that you want to achieve. Now, as you're focusing on the air coming in and out of your nose, just make sure that picture that you just created is somewhere within you. You might just park it off to the left or off to the right, inside your mind, because we're going to come back to it in about 20 seconds. Now, as you now continue to breathe through your nose, bring the picture up. of that very last step that lets you know you've achieved this outcome or this goal, this one thing. Make sure you can see yourself in full view in the picture with accompanied thoughts and feelings, and even sounds, maybe even smells and tastes if you like. And now spend the next 1 minute 40 simply focusing on that image inside your mind. Each time the mind wanders away from the picture, bring it back to the picture or bring it back to the breath. And final minute now. Twenty seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now open your eyes and go out and be the best you can be.